We're going to need the next generation, the smartest kids of this generation, to move into sustainability and sustainability transformation. And for that, they need training grounds. Hi, my name is Kat Borlongan, and I have spent a lot of my career at the intersection of tech and impact. In nonprofits, I was the Bureau Director of Reporters Without Borders in Canada, my first job. As an entrepreneur, I founded a company called 5x5 that was specialized in open data, open APIs, and open innovation. Did a ton of work for really cool sustainability projects, whether that was for the World Bank in East Africa, for the French Data Protection Authority, or for the SNCF, working on disabilities. And also in government, which is, I guess, an important hat, I led a very special team under the Macron administration called La French Tech. And I guess lately as the one of Europe's first chief impact officers, actually, in this fabulous startup called Contentsquare, which is a unicorn in UX analytics. And yes, of course, more importantly, now as a marraine, or as a godmother, in the master's program of ESSEC in sustainability transformation. I have 3 reasons. One is that the world needs it, right? Whether it's in global warming, we're talking about global warming, the pandemic, social strife, injustice, the world is facing some very real challenges that require everybody to pull their weight. And number 2, fortunately for the world, the market needs it too, because otherwise how would we get things moving? We're moving into a world where a company's values will directly impact its ability to hire, to do business in general, to mitigate risks, to close deals, keep up with policy. And the business case there is obvious, right? Whether you're talking about whatever, like employee retention or risk mitigation or better reputation. But I'm mentioning that because that's what's explaining a large part of the wave today, but that's not, of course, why you're watching this video and thinking about doing this program. And the third reason why I think this program is so important is because, let's face it, all these topics around sustainability and impact, they're actually really, really hard. They're hard from a vertical standpoint, right? Like whether you're talking about digital accessibility, data ethics, climate, or even diversity and inclusion. A lot of these topics have very heavy technical components. Some of them aren't as clear-cut. You're working within standards that change and across very, very diverse different types of scenarios and with very, very diverse people. And then horizontally, let's talk about that because we're talking about a program, but it's not enough to be a subject matter expert. The real change, the real success out of sustainability transformation will also come with the ability to build a strategy that makes a lot of sense for your company and something that everybody can get behind and really feel connected to. And then after that, rolling that out cross-functionally. That doesn't just take subject matter expertise, that'll also take discipline, empathy, and really hardcore program management skills. At the risk of sounding a little old, just that, when I was a kid, the smartest kids of my generation, they went into banking or to private equity, right? And then if you take the generation after that, that was born out of the digital revolution or, kind of emerging right when it came in, and many of them started moving into big tech and some even to startups, which is great, marketplaces, retail, analytics, you name it. But for us to tackle the challenges that, I was discussing earlier, right? Like the climate, inclusion, social justice, we're going to need the next generation, the smartest kids of this generation, to move into sustainability and sustainability transformation. And for that, they need training grounds. They need a proper HQ where they can get field experience, grow, learn, not just from books and not just from the internet, but especially from each other and for people that have been there and done that, have had ups, downs, and crazy eights. And you know what? I feel like this master's in sustainability transformation might just be the right place for that. So looking forward to seeing you there. Bye.